Hey guys, OJ from Fluid Motor Union. Today I've got a 2019 Camaro that we were actually in the middle of dyno tuning, and I noticed that we had the opportunity to make a little bit more power. Now today I'm going to try out putting a K&N high flow panel air filter on this car and seeing if we make any sort of difference in dyno numbers. Now this car is off of a fresh tune that we just did, but we're going to go ahead and dyno this thing, see where it's at, and then we're going to put the filter on and see the difference in numbers. Installation is pretty simple. It's a matter of 5 screws on the airbox, Phillips screws. I'm going to go ahead and take those out and let's compare the air filters. We're using part number 335047. So right away we see the K&N filter has a lot less pleats than the factory filter. And also if you look at the dimensions, it's much less thick than the panel filter. Now the panel filter uses paper and the K&N uses a cloth that's covered in oil. So this one's going to flow a little bit more, at least in theory, and we're going to go ahead and put that to the test in the dyno. So installation is just reverse of the install. We already took it out, we're just going to drop it in there. Make sure it's lined up, nothing's pinched. All right, so we got the runs done, and I'm actually a little bit surprised. So I've got 3 runs here, highlighting we have our before the tune run, our tuned run, the best one that we did, and then our best after the filter. And it's looking like a 9 horsepower difference. That's pretty shocking. As you can see, most of the power is here at the peak, right about 5,600. And it pretty much carries all the way through the rev range, even though we really don't make any power after 58. But a nice even gain, pretty much from 4,400 on. I mean, that's at least a horsepower, and as we get up there we get to that 9 horsepower range. I was not expecting to see that, to be honest. Typically K&N air filters, I'll see maybe a 2 or 3 horsepower gain, if any. So that just kind of tells us that the airbox in this car might be a little restrictive. There might be more power switching to maybe a conical air filter. But that being said, this isn't a bad option for someone who's just looking to replace their air filter and pick up a little bit more flow. All right, so that about wraps it up. Made 9 horsepower. I'm pretty impressed with that. And if you have any questions about dyno tuning, air filters, or anything else related to your car, hit us up at fluidmotorunion.com and we'll be sure to help you out. Thanks a lot.